Do you feel like your audience gets easily distracted from your podcast? Are your listeners not interested enough? All of this means you still have a place to improve your podcast, making it easier for your listeners to follow. Here are the most common mistakes you should avoid if you don't want to lose your listeners' attention and engagement. Not having podcast notes for your listeners. Yes, podcasting is all about listening, but sometimes you also need to display notes if you want your audience to make the most out of it. Many of the listeners might get distracted for a couple of minutes. When you have a transcript on the page, they can easily find their way back to the podcast. Text notes also help your listeners recap the episode and skim through it anytime they need. But how do you get a text from your podcast? No, you do not have to transcribe it yourself. We have an easier option. At Podcastle, we use AI to turn your text into speech and vice versa. So you can automatically make the transcription out of your recording without spending hours on it. Having a poor quality audio. Another way to scare your audience off is with poor audio quality. Let's be honest, it is quite annoying to follow a podcast with technical issues and background noises. Many of your listeners will find it unprofessional and switch to a different podcaster. However, it doesn't mean that you need to go through an intricate editing process. Here also, Podcastle can help you. We have this special tool called Magic Dust. It will isolate your voice and remove all the background noises with just a click. And finally, inconsistency. Publish podcast episodes consistently to keep your audience engaged. If you don't stick to a schedule, you most probably will lose your audience. It doesn't matter much if you publish new episodes twice a month or once a week. Simply make sure you have regular publishing days that you never miss. That was it for today. If you loved our short guide, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel to get more informative videos like this one.